week 2 homework of canine conditioning. I thought we'd do a very quick review of the week 1 homework and hope you guys are doing good with that. We have the willing subject, and I put him on a yellow mat so you can see him. So hope you guys are keeping up with your homework. First, we want to practice them standing, and picking up the one paw at a time and holding. And then next paw, hold, good. And back foot, good. Back foot, good. So you're doing all those, rewarding the dog a lot, good. And then we said we would pick up the diagonal feet, let them balance, and we would note if they really lean on us. You're shaking your head, why?
God, it's so dark I can't see it in this picture.
Oh, it's okay.
Okay.
All right, and then we're doing the other diagonal, and we're making notes on whether they lean more on one side or the other. Okay, and then we're gonna pick up 2 feet on the same side, and theoretically they should just be resting on us. They shouldn't be leaning on us. If they're leaning on us, or if there's hesitation, make a note of which side it is and which foot it is that's leaning on you more heavily, sort of resting on you more heavily, because that may indicate a weakness on that side. Okay. All right. We also said we would practice teaching cookie stretches, and we would teach that up against the wall. And with a cookie stretch on both sides, and then come here. Okay. And then once you got the one cookie stretch, you want to go back to here, and then back to the knee, and then you want to be able to go all the way to the foot. So you have a curvy dog on both sides. So you make sure you keep it even. Okay? Come here. And remember, if they're not staying straight, you can teach it against a wall. Okay? And you just want to go real easy on these. There's no reward for speed. Because really what you're doing is stretching. Stretch. Good. And we want the dog to do it rather than us to stretch ourselves. We want the dog to do the stretching and do the work for us. Okay, so next piece of homework. If you have a phone book, that works. This is called a perch. We're going to do a little perch work. If you don't have a perch, whatever works. A step stool, right, back up, back up. All right, front feet, back up, front feet. If you've got a step stool, this is a little taller. It might be good for a bigger dog. You want to find just something that's big enough for now that they can put their paws on. So let me get this one out of the way or he'll get confused here. Okay, so I want front feet, okay. And I'm just going to feed him there for a little bit. Just get him used to that. Now what I want him to do is, now I'm going to feed him and I'm going to walk into him, right? What I want him to do is I want to go around this thing, keep his front feet on, and I want him to rotate with his back feet. And all I'm doing is just walking into him a little bit, okay? I'll do it from the other side so you can see. Stay. All right, so I'm just gonna walk in. I'm just moving in his space. I might touch him ever so slightly. Good boy. And see, he gets this now. He knows what's going on. So you want to be able to do this going both directions. Okay. And then we'll do it with the back feet. Back up. Back feet. Right. Back up, back up. Back up, back up. Good. Yes. So I'm feeding. Just making sure you can get the back feet on. Now if you want to have them come front feet and then all 4 feet in the back feet, cheater, cheater, yes, cheater, come on, back feet. However you can get them there is fine. Good. Now this one's a little tougher, okay? If you can master the front feet but not this one, that's fine, okay? And we're going to do the same thing that we just did with the front feet, with the back feet. And it's going to be a little harder. See, he's having a hard time. Oops, cheater. Okay? The only thing I'm rewarding is the back feet on the perch. See, he's not wanting to do it. He wants to cheat. Yes, good boy. So what I'm going to do if he wants to cheat is I'm just going to reward more for the back feet on. If you've got a hit it command that you can use, that's fine. Back feet. I just use front feet and back feet. Good boy. Back feet. Okay, stay. You stay. Good. So all I'm doing here is I'm doing some work with him, and if it takes me a little while before I can get him to stay, I'm just rewarding him for keeping his feet still. Okay, now I'm going to try and walk into him. Okay, good, good, yes, good, good, good. Now the back feet are a lot harder than the front feet. So if you have trouble with the back feet, stop there and we'll work on it next week. If you have trouble with the back feet, just get the back feet on and feed. So they get rewarded for being in place there. And whether they sit or whether they stand with the back feet on, for now doesn't really matter because they're getting some exercise anyway. Okay. All right, so the next one, this one's new for me too. If you've got a clicker, that's great. We're going to shape backing up. Now eventually we'll have them back up. It's easy for me to teach them backing up while they're lying down backing up. But this, you just want to do some free shaping backing up to a mat. Now I just put a yoga mat out there so you could see them. And I got my clicker. Good. And I think everybody in the class is used to clickers. So there's a reset cookie for him. Now, I'm going to wait him out, and he's going to get frustrated with me in a minute. I'm going to wait him out, and I'm going to wait for him to take a back step towards that mat. Yes. Yes. Good. Okay. All right, very good. All right, I'm going to get Sky in here in a little bit. And we'll take a picture of her because Boxer's already done this back up to the mat stuff a little bit. Now it took a little bit of goofing around with him to get it. And if they just are not getting it, send him a reset cookie. And then when they get near the mat at all, click. See, he wants to do it by backing up and sitting, and I want him to stand and back up. Now he's going to get frustrated with me in a minute. Okay, if he starts to get frustrated and he can't remember what he just did, then I'll send him a reset cookie. And all that I'm doing is just throwing him a cookie so it just, yes, good boy. And then he kind of, good, yes, good. Very good. Okay, all right, this is the last one. Yes, good boy. And so what we're going to work on there is as they're backing up to the mat, eventually we're going to put the paw pods down, and then we're going to get them to work on backing up to those and looking for them with their feet. So this is the intermediate step. That ought to be plenty of homework to keep you guys busy. So I think there's a meeting next week. The SOTC meeting is next week. So we'll skip that week and I'll email you what the dates are. Thank you.